Hi, everybody. This is Lydia with the Oneness Junkie podcast and YouTube channel. This is part 4 video, and this is the last one. So these are all 10 minutes each because I wanted to be able to put them up on my TikTok channel. So if you haven't seen part 1, 2, or 3, they're 10 minutes long. Just go back and find them in the channel and catch up with this one, part 4. If you want to just watch this part 4, it's fine because it's basically how to identify insecurity in yourself and in others. And I just want to mention this disclaimer. I said it in part 1, but if you're not going to go watch part 1, I'll say it again. So basically, I created this channel a year ago, the actual podcast a year ago, November 11th. And really, I wanted to highlight people who were using their time and talents to make the world a better place. But a part of that, I say that when you heal yourself, you heal the world, and that we're all responsible for ourselves. So if you feel like you have insecurity in some area of your life, then that's something you get to mark and work on if you choose so. If you do work on it, it makes life so much easier. If you lack confidence in some area of your life, you get to work on that. And I promise you, when you have confidence and a sense of self that's strong and solid and it has a foundation, like life is so much better. You have so much more freedom in your life and joy and happiness, and people don't, knock you off your emotional game so easily because you have a strong sense of self. So really, the previous 3 videos, I talk about how to build confidence. And so you can go over there and see what I had to say. Have I figured it all out? Absolutely not. I'm just here. I'm 54 years old, just celebrated my 54th birthday. And I've just learned from life experience. And actually, I'll take a video. Maybe it's not going to be only 10 minutes, but I'll tell some of my story and some of my life experiences that help to build or help to build up insecurity or help to build up confidence, because you can build both of those things. So you just got to figure out what you're building. And then once you identify, areas that you want to improve on, then you go seek out the sources, the supportive sources that are going to help you reach your goals of maybe it's gaining more confidence in yourself, or maybe it's getting rid of some insecurities about yourself. Like, it just depends on your perspective. Okay. So this video, I'm already 3 minutes in out of 10, and I'm going to start off by talking about the definition of insecurity. So I wanted to go ahead and read that. So insecurity, by the Google, search definition, I don't even know what this is I'm reading. It's just somebody's definition. So it says insecurity, uncertainty or anxiety about oneself, lack of confidence. And then the example is she had a deep sense of insecurity. Okay. But number 2 definition says the state of being open to danger or threat, lack of protection. Growing job insecurity is the example. Okay, so I felt like that was a significant thing to read about, because in my previous conversations about what builds confidence, I mentioned that a sense of security builds confidence. And so it's interesting that in the definition of insecurity, it talks about a state of being open to threat, lack of protection. So when you have a safe environment that you're growing up in, like 1 through 18 years, then that is what breeds and fuels a sense of confidence in an individual. It's just one little part of it. But I will tell you, as I said in the previous definition or previous videos, that you can have security of yourself and your home life and your family, or whatever you call that, growing up. But then if you have like care providers or parents or whoever's taking care of you, your caregivers, that's the word I'm looking for, who are insecure and they're not affirming, then your individual sense of self from the inside is going to be challenged. And that's where you're going to have to work on building up your sense of confidence. Okay. I know this because I lived it. Okay. That's why I can speak about it, because I understand it, because it was my experience. Okay. So 2 other definitions I wanted to read for y'all that I just Googled and I thought it could be helpful. And again, I'm 5 minutes and this might be a part 5 video. Okay. So here, I'm just reading it because I thought it was valuable. So what is insecurity? Insecurity is a feeling of inadequacy, not being good enough, and uncertainty. See, when you grow up and you have those senses in yourself, then you understand, insecurity. And I have insecurities still that I work on. I also, had previous insecurities that I worked on establishing sense of self and confidence, and then helped to overcome some of those feelings that can be produced. So it says, it produces anxiety about your goals, relationships, and the ability to handle certain situations. This is so true. Everybody deals with insecurity from time to time. That is so true. It can appear in all areas of life and come from a variety of causes. This is so true. You can be confident, so confident. And what I mean, like authentically confident, where it's like totally foundational in here, not to be rocked, and then have insecurity in some area of your life, like job insecurity or financial insecurity or physical insecurity or relationship insecurities. There's just like nuggets of insecurities that can exist, but how you want to address them and work on them is up to you based on what you put your time and energy into. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up this part 4 video and then dive into my own handwritten nuggets to share. But this says, what is an insecure person? An insecure person lacks confidence in their own value. That is so key. And one or more of their capabilities lacks trust in themselves. That is key. Or others, and has fears that a present positive state is temporary and will let them down and bring about loss or distress by going wrong in the future. That is interesting. Didn't read all that far, but basically the lacks trust in themselves. And so what I talk about in the videos about confidence is how when you have confidence in yourself, ultimately what matters is what you think of you, because this is all based on your sense of self. So when you're making decisions and you're making choices, you just have to check in. Am I okay with this decision? Am I okay with how the benefits or the consequences of this decision, how I will feel about them? Because you have to live with you. And this is all about you, like you working on yourself and navigating your life. It all has something in common, and the common denominator is you. So you have to focus on you, because when you heal yourself, you heal your life. Let me say that again, and we're wrapping up number 4, and then I'm going to dive into number 5. When you heal yourself, you heal your life. And that reminds me of a Louise Hay book, You Can Heal Your Life. If you haven't ever read that book, this is a sign that it might be a good book for you. It's a great book. You can heal your life, but you've got to spend the time and the investment and the energy and the conscious awareness to making that happen for you. So we're wrapping up the end of this video series about how to identify confidence, how to build confidence, and how to identify insecurity. So check back with part 5, video 5. Bye.